And the first thing they do is bring out Triple H. And it's the Triple H era. And the fans, thank you, Hunter. And he was like, hey, it's funny. I came out here to thank you. And the company, the evil empire, has become the benevolent ruling class here. Now they're going to bestow upon us all of the great wrestling, and it's going to be fine and dandy. They don't hate the WWE anymore because it's not a asshole billionaire running it. It's a goddamn sympathetic former wrestler with a goddamn heart problem. And he announced that it was the biggest WrestleMania of all time by every metric and welcomed us to Raw. Welcome to a new era. And here's your new champion, Cody Rhodes. And boom, the entrance. And again, he's over. And he gets, you deserve it. And this was just going on. The people were just elated to be there. And even if you're sitting home in goddamn, Lincoln, Nebraska, and you didn't see WrestleMania and you didn't go to Philadelphia, you're still looking at this giant fucking NBA arena slam full of fucking people screaming, thank you, and we love you, and you deserve this, and we're batshit over what's going on. It's infectious. You think, well, shit, I shouldn't have been missing this. What the fuck? And Triple H congratulated Cody, and then introduced a video that the studio had made for him. Would you share this with Cody? Yeah, well, I'll share it with everybody. I believe that was the plan. They didn't have these goddamn highly priced, highly paid and respected editors working on a home movie. And they made fun of having too many fans there in the building to get a Titantron in, so watch the monitors. And they did a video. Rise Up was the song. I forgot to write down who the artist was, never heard of. But the point, this was fucking art with this video, the editing of Cody at different points in his career and him and his family and him and his kid. And then they have a box where Cody is in near tears watching the video that they've made of him on the screen. And I think you said earlier before we went on the air, Brian, it juxtaposed the fans in West Virginia watching a video on a screen of a guy from another fucking company and they're chanting for him. And meanwhile, these people, there's 20,000 of them in Philadelphia, and they're sitting there watching Cody watch a fucking video of him
on the monitor from AV class.
Yeah. It's but anyway, so that was a great deal. And then Cody and Triple H had the long hug with the whispering and the tears, and Cody kissed the belt in the ring and had Samantha announce him as the new champion again.
Well, did you see that? Because that went viral. Her reaction, you could hear it in the when you watch WrestleMania. She broke up. She got emotional.
He's the new champion.
I really like her. I know some people think she goes over the top, but I think it works. She's really good.
She's trying. I must admit that I couldn't find much wrong with it. She's trying. She's doing her best.
Well, apparently one of her things is she doesn't. I think someone said that she says she doesn't want to know what any of the finishes are, so she can react naturally.
Okay, well, that every once in a while they might better clue her in, and that may lead to issue at some point with some of these screwy finishes. But anyway, and Cody, he recapped his story from the last 2 years and brought the people in. Hey, I think the air is thin in Philly because we're standing on top of the mountain. And he even, when he started talking about Roman, they booed. But when Cody said, I acknowledge him for what he's done, the fans chanted, thank you, Roman. And then Cody showed video of his daughter, as that's why he got into this, to go to work in the main event. And, it was a good babyface promo. And there's a Dusty-ish in that, and you feel one way in terms of, it was just so natural with Dusty, whereas you think that Cody's being dusty in some of these things, but at the same time, he's ahead of everybody else. And then he goes home with it. I've always stood in the line, and now the line is for me. I went from undesirable to undeniable to undisputed. And then the Rock music plays. And you think, what? So we've had Triple H, we've had Cody, now we're getting the Rock. The first hour, by the way, commercial free, lady. They ain't taking any breaks in any of this. And here comes the Rock. And a big reaction, and the Rocky chants, and a long face-off. And then when Rock does try to speak, they boo, and then he milks more. And I mean, again, it's star power. These people are going batshit, but nothing's going on. And then finally, when the fans whatted him, he shut them down perfectly and then told him to shut the fuck up and got bleeped. And now and then the fans got bleeped there in a minute for chanting shut the fuck up. But now we've got Cody with the WWE belt, and we've got The Rock with the Mrs. Ali belt. And Rock does a heel promo. I say, I'm going to give Cody his flowers. And he puts him over in the backhanded heel way. But again, they were just taking their time, and they had these people in the palm of their hand. And then Rock says, that's a nice title belt you got there. I've had all of them, but I've never held that. Can I hold your belt just for a minute? And Cody says, well, if I can hold yours, ooh. So they own the room. They trade belts. And then, did you like it when The Rock said, well, a lot of people know The Rock has to go away for a little while now. That just tickled me. I don't know why that phrasing. It was like,
they call me with a goat.
Well, yeah, it was like, little Billy, I know that Daddy needs to go away for a little while now, but I'll always love you. And as soon as he said that, the crowd jumps in singing, sha-na-na-na, hey, 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 goodbye. But when The Rock comes back, Cody, he's coming for you. Cody says, I look forward to it. And The Rock says, well, Cody, you beat Roman Reigns, but I beat you. And your story with Roman is over, but our story has just begun. And Cody says, well, you're the boss. You're on the board. You're my boss. But I'm your champion. And then Rock said, you are my champion. And then and here's what we're going to be wondering. And this better not turn out like that goddamn envelope of pictures that Baby Doll had to show to Dusty. Nothing better happen that The Rock don't come back and fight Cody, because The Rock reaches in his pocket and shakes hands with Cody and palms something off to him. And he says, you don't even need to open your hand to know what this is. Don't you ever break my heart again if you smell what the final boss is cooking. That was a 45-minute segment with no breaks, and we're going to talk about the people that watched it in a minute. But what the fuck's going on with this goddamn foreign object that was passed back and forth?
And when did Cody break The Rock's heart the first time?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
By leaving WWE?
Well, I don't know if I can get away with that or not, but they don't say shit anymore that just blatantly doesn't make sense with their top main event guys. So what is this all about?
I don't know.
Well, goddamn, what am I paying you for?
How am I supposed to know? You don't even know what it is. What was the MacGuffin? What did he give him?
That's what I'm asking you. You got to go find these things out. I can't stay in the dark forever.
Maybe it was a flash drive filled with porn.
It depends on who the porn was of as to whether his heart was broken. But anyway, this.
Do you think this is all to build to WrestleMania next year? Knowing how slow everything develops with The Rock, especially if he's filming a movie or if he has anything to promote?
If he's shooting a movie and he's going to be gone for months, it would have to be either SummerSlam, WrestleMania, or a Saudi Arabia show. A Saudi Arabia show, and we're too close to SummerSlam at this point to get something like that off the ground, aren't we? So, it's going to be something big, but goddamn, I hope that everybody takes care of themselves because I've got to find out what the fuck that he handed him. And that's what we want people to be doing. What's going on? Not in a confused way, but in a I want to know kind of way.